Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the second video of this series. And I don't think I got a response about if I should keep doing it, but I kind of like this simulation, so I'm just gonna keep on doing it. So here we go. We're gonna go into our third season now. I don't know why I had the age here at 20, but oldest players, or no, not oldest, best. Franz Wagner, Chris Duarte, AJ Griffin, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Davion Mitchell, Ayo Dosumu. Yes, Bob Shea, who's one of those older players. Jaden Ivey and Jabari Smith. See, Bob Shea played in the 1940s. And in our draft class this year, we got Anthony Edwards, Lonzo Ball, and James Wiseman, and Cole Anthony and Isaac Okoro, Desmond Bain, Killian Hayes, Teo Maladon, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, Devin Vassell, all the young guys that are currently in the NBA. And then after that, Zion, Jackson Hayes, RJ Barrett, Tyler Hero, Kobe White, Cam Reddish, Jarrett Culver, Sekou Doumbouya, Nasir Little, PJ Washington, Darius Garland. Then it's Luka Doncic, Trae Young, DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, Kevin Huerter, Kevin Knox, Shea, Jaren Jackson Jr., Miles Bridges and Mikal Bridges, Colin Sexton. You get the point. So, yeah, and then it's Tatum and Mitchell's draft, and Ben Simmons and Jamal Murray and Brandon Ingram. Then Jokic, Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker, Kristaps. And then in 1955, it's Zach LaVine and Andrew Wiggins and Joel Embiid. Yeah. Giannis is in 56. Michael Carter-Williams is the top-ranked player, which I am going to change a bit. Yeah, that's better. Because he's not that good. And I don't want him ranked over Giannis. Nerlens Noel I get because he isn't... Oh. That could change things. He's going to be injured. Alright, we got the Knicks and the Royals on opening night. But that's opening night. Here we go to the... I forgot how fast it simulates when it's on computer. When I simulate a lot. Because I don't usually simulate a long amount of the game. Alex Antetokounmpo got signed by the Bullets. Ooh. Alright. Okay, Franz Wagner is tearing up the league right now. The Capitals are 28-8. Led by Wagner, Bones Highland, and Jeremy Sohan. Oh, this team is good. Alright, so we were looking at the playoffs, and yeah, that's who's in it right now. All-Star events time. Slam dunk contest. We got Jaden Ivey, who won it in 1948. Now it's Jalen Green and Keon Johnson as Jaden Ivey loses. And Keon Johnson is your slam dunk champion. Wow. Now the 3-point contest. We got no former winners. We got Duarte, Wagner, Smith Jr., and Dosumu moving on. Wagner gets 15. Duarte 23. 18 for Smith and 14 for Dosumu. So what's going to happen? It is Smith versus Duarte in the finals. 15 for Duarte, 18 for Smith. Jabari Smith Jr. is your 3-point contest champion. Wow. Wait, that's crazy. He's 6'10". He's a 6'10" forward, and he's hitting threes like that? Man. Okay, that's the other one. The other Jabari Smith. Here we go to the first let's look at the draft and who is on the teams. So, we've got 2 3-time All-Stars, Noble Jorgensen and Ralph Seward. 4 2-time All-Stars, Jeremy Sohan, Paulo Banchero, Bob Shea and Connie Simmons. This is the Eastern Conference. And in the West, we got 1 3-time All-Star, Bob Kluggish, and 2 2-time All-Stars, Jaden Ivey and Jabari Smith, and a buttload of 1-time All-Stars. So here we're going to go to the playoffs. And that's it. Washington has clinched the number 1 seed. So here we go. After 2 games, 3 sweeps happen. As Washington sweeps led by 34-8-8 from Wagner. Yeah, this man is taking over. He averaged 29-8-8 this year as a rookie. Oh man, that's scary. Oh man. He's a rookie as well, so he might be one of the best players in this league at the end of his career. Ayo Dosunmu and Jaden Ivey lead the Bombers to a 2-0 sweep of the Minneapolis Lakers, who are led by Scotty Barnes and Trey Mann. The Chicago Stags, led by Duarte, Mobley, and Smith. Oh my God, what a trio. But Smith wasn't even good this series, and they still swept him. And we got Boston. Connie Simmons, Ralph Seward, and Hal Chrysler and Benedict Mathurin. So this team's still going sort of the older route. Versus Bob Shea, Quentin Grimes, Josh Giddey, Shaedon Sharpe, and Davion Mitchell. I think the Steamrollers are a better team. But obviously they haven't steamrolled through the series, so they might not win, but they're up by 10 with a minute left. And what the heck is all the subs? All right, 8-point game. Aldama, no. Hits a free throw. Mathurin a 3, no good. Murphy, Eason a 3, missed that one. Aldama, and that's it. Providence wins it 2-1. Davion Mitchell with 19 for Grimes as well. 15 for Giddey, 12 for Sharpe, and 11 for Shea. And on this side, 20 for Suggs, 16 for Simmons, and 13 for Mathurin. And we got best of 3 in this series over here, too. Chicago and the Chicago Stags, yep, they're going on. Smith, Mobley, and Duarte. Look at, oh my gosh. What do you do? 27, 14, and 2, and then 28, 5, and 5. What a series it was for Jabari Smith. He's now going to the finals. I think he's going to get semifinals MVP. We got Davion Mitchell, Bob Shea, Quentin Grimes, and Josh Giddey, and Shaedon Sharpe versus Franz Wagner, Jeremy Sohan, Bones Highland, Christian Coloco, and Jalen Williams. This is a huge game. And wow, Washington's up by 11. It's a 9-point game now. Giddey for 3. Highland makes 1. Sharpe 3 is good. Turnover, Mitchell 3. 1-point game with 2 seconds remaining. And this was just 90-79. Are you kidding me? But an 11-1 run by the Steamrollers. Highland's fouled. It's both. But there's no time left, and that'll do it for their season. 28 for Grimes, 21 for Mitchell, 13 for Giddey, and 14 for Sharpe. But Franz Wagner's just too good. Yeah. We've got Washington, Chicago finals. Game 1 to Washington, led by Bones Highland and Franz Wagner. It's now 1-1. It's now 2-1. 3-1. 3-2. And Chicago's going to win it 4-2. Chris Duarte, as our rookie, wins finals MVP and helps lead his team to a championship. Semifinal MVP, Jabari Smith Jr. And semifinals MVP is the Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player, Franz Wagner. And let's see. So first team, Wagner, Duarte, Barnes, Ivey, and Mobley. Second team, Connie Simmons, Ayo Dosunmu, Bob Shea, and Noble Jorgensen. Third team, Seward, Giddey, Cunningham, Bencaro, and Griffin. And the best retirements. Scottie Pippen Jr. retired. What the heck? He's like playing minutes on the Lakers now. Why did he retire so early? Alright. So this is where this team, the Syracuse Nationals, becomes the Sixers. Just saying. So here we go. We're going to start the expansion drafting. Oh my goodness. Keon Johnson has been let go of by the Knicks, and he'll go to the Nationals. If he becomes that potential that he's supposed to be, that's a scary player right there. Walker Kessler, 2 good seasons in the league, 1 All-Star appearance, and he's going now to the Tri-Cities Blackhawks. So, yeah, that was a big signing right there. Walker Kessler, or not signing, big pick there, number 2. Frank Mangiapane. Actually, how do you say this guy's name?
Mangiapane.
Frank Mangiapane leaves the Knicks for the Anderson Packers with the 3rd expansion draft pick. 4th pick, Sheboygan takes Trey Murphy. All right. By the next playoffs has like 12 teams. It's a pretty cool format. So I think that's going to be our last season. Max Zaslowski played 2 years with the Stags and then 1 with the Knicks, and he's now going to the Waterloo Hawks. And now Denver takes Ralph Seward in the expansion draft. He won an MVP award and is now a 3-time All-Star, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. And you're telling me that he's... Okay, why would they not protect him? Who did they protect? Simmons, Chrysler... Wait, so you're telling me they protected Johnny Norlander over him? No, that's a horrible idea. Whatever. And now Denver also has Brandon Williams, who the Knicks let go of. So the Nuggets now have Seward and Williams. Could be a good duo. And never mind, Hal Chrysler is not going to be on the team again. Waterloo now has Jamal Cain and Max Zaslowski. Tari Eason leaves the Celtics for the Sheboygan Redskins. I don't know why they called them that. It's a bad name. Kessler Edwards to the Anderson Packers to go along with Managipane. And then Tri-Cities takes Sharif Cooper. Good pick. He went to Auburn, I think. Sharif Cooper. He was a pretty good scorer there. And yeah, so here we go. He gets picked up by the Tri-Cities Blackhawks. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we're going to go to the draft. This is what actually matters in the draft. So, first overall pick, LaMelo Ball. So they're going to have LaMelo Ball to the Indianapolis Jets to go alongside Jalen Green and Jared Butler and Dwayne Washington. He will be out for about like 320. I don't even know when the injury starts. So, like, when do they start counting off games? Second pick, Anthony Edwards to the Pistons. So they have Alperen Sengun, Moses Moody, British Woody Grimshaw, and Anthony Edwards. Johan Begarin's also on this team, and he looks like he might improve to a pretty good player. Third pick, the Warriors select James Wiseman. Interesting. So he'll be out for a while, and they only have 8 players now on the roster. They add him with Herb Jones, Jalen Duran, Isaiah Jackson, and Dyson Daniels. Wow. Fourth pick, Sheboygan selects Cole Anthony to go along with Sonny Hertzberg, Harry Miller, Johnny Simmons, and Andrew Nemhard. They have Tari Eason as well. And Isaac Okoro to the Syracuse Nationals. Wow. So it's Okoro, Chrysler, Keon Johnson, and now, yeah. Desmond Bain is probably... No, he's not going to be picked next. Killian Hayes to the Anderson Packers to go with Kluggish, Manajapane, Koloko, Kessler, Edwards. Wow, what a interesting pick. Tri-Cities takes Teo Maladon. Oh my gosh. So now there's Bob Dole, Walker Kessler, Jake Weber, Al Brightman, and Tommy Burns. And Al Brightman is a one-time champion with the Stags last year. He will provide championship experience to this expansion team. Tyrese Halliburton to Waterloo. So they now have Zaslavsky, Gilmer, Kane, and Halliburton. 9th pick. Desmond Bain to Denver. Ooh. So they now have Seward, Rooks, Gray, Williams, McClung, and Bain. And yeah, we are going to go to the 10th pick. It's Kenyon Martin Jr. to the Bullets. Now it's Cade Cunningham, Keegan Murray, Noble Jorgensen, and Kenyon Martin on that team. So we're going to simulate the rest of this draft class. All right, free agency. This is huge. This can decide a lot of stuff. We got 15 free agents of a 50 overall or higher. Steamrollers have what? Well, no, that makes sense. They're not existing anymore. This team has a lot of open roster spots. They need to get signing fast. All right, who has the most cap space though? Okay, whatever. It's not working. I don't know why the cap space thing is not showing up. Here we go. First day. Josh Giddey is leaving the Steamrollers for the Bombers. So now it's Desumu, Ivy, Giddey, and Laravia. What the heck? And Sadiq Bey. So that's a good team. Yeah. Bob Shea leaves the Steamrollers for the Stags. So they have, after just winning a championship, Jabari Smith, Bob Shea, Evan Mobley, and Chris Duarte. And just drafted Isaiah Stewart. Quentin Grimes leaves the Steamrollers for the Warriors. So the Warriors just signed him. That's a pretty good signing. Davion Mitchell leaves the Steamrollers for the Capitals. So it's now Wagner, Mitchell, Sohan, and Highland. Oh my gosh. Andrew Nemhard leaves the Bombers. Interesting. Oh, he got drafted by the Redskins, but I don't think they picked him up. They didn't pick up because he was a free agent. So he signs with the Tri-Cities Blackhawks alongside Walker Kessler, Tommy Burns, and Jake Weber. Interesting. So next day, we got Shaden Sharp leaving the Steamrollers for the Warriors. So now the Warriors have made 2 signings. Those signings are Quentin Grimes and Shaden Sharp. Good picks. Pickups. The Celtics have gone out to get Christian Koloko from the Washington Capitals. He led the league in blocks as a rookie. So, yeah, he's going to the Celtics now. Interesting. Josh Christopher leaves the Steamrollers for the Knicks. So now they have Champagne, Bencaro, Griffin, and Christopher. Yeah, so there we go. The Knicks have made a move, and now we're going to the third day of free agency. Santi Aldama is up to a 48. He leaves the Steamrollers for the Knicks, and the Knicks go up and pick him. Pick him up to be their 8th man currently. Dyson Daniels, signed by the Warriors. Man, the Warriors have made moves just as I say to make moves. They just made 3. Here, this is about to crash. Dwayne Washington Jr. leaves the Jets for the Bullets. And now one more day, and it crashed. Great. So one more day. And we got our first trade of the offseason, but Ernie Calverley, 1948 All-Star, leaves the Steamrollers for the Stags. All right, he's going ring chasing. Have fun, man. Odd Brindley leaves the Steamrollers for the Capitals. He's right now their 6th man. Bob Fitzgerald leaves the Royals for the Nationals to go alongside Hal Chrysler and Harold Cotman and Keon Johnson and Isaac Okoro. JT Thor leaves the Royals for the Bullets. Kai Jones gets traded by the Lakers to the Nationals. Where right now he's their 8th man. He got traded for Brandon Boston to the Lakers. And Blake Wesley, who actually won a championship with the Stags last year. He wasn't a big part of it at all, but still. And all right, we're gonna go to the next season because yeah. Here we go. Let's look at these ratings. What the heck? All right, so now let's look at the top 10. We got Franz Wagner, Noble Jorgensen, Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Chris Duarte, Quentin Grimes, Alperen Sengun, Anthony Edwards, AJ Griffin, and Jaden Ivey. We've got how many over 60? We got 30 60-plus overall players. And yeah, let's get into our final season. First, let's look at the worst team in the league. And that, okay, what the... All right, let's see who the Royals decided to sign to get their full roster. Man, this team is horrendous. They only have 4 players that are actually good players, so they're not going to do well. Caleb Holmesley's in this league? Wow. Yeah, so he went to Liberty. I watched him in college a bit because he went to Liberty. He wasn't at a school that was that well televised, but I still watched one of their games, and he was pretty good. I just didn't realize he was in this game at this level. All right, here we go. We're going to the trade deadline. And yes, we're there. The Capitals still looking like the team they looked like last year, with Franz Wagner turning it up even more with 34 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. He might actually get most improved player as another MVP might happen too. Looking at the career totals and points, it's Jaden Ivey, and Franz Wagner is in 3rd. Wow. He's in his 2nd season, and he's in 3rd. Where Joe Fulks is 4th. With the most games played of these guys. Alright, we're going to the All-Star events, where we got the Slam Dunk Contest. And we got Jaden Ivey, the 1948 winner, back in it. And he'll win it again. So that's his second slam dunk contest win in 3 years, where he's been in it every time. And now we got a 3-point contest. And the 1948 and 49 winners are in it. We got Mathurin, 1948, and Smith, 1949. First round, we got Bain, Duarte, Quickly, and Wagner still in, so Smith and Mathurin are out. We got a new champion this year. Wagner versus Bain, and it's Franz Wagner winning the 3-point contest. And now we're looking at the draft. One 4-time All-Star in the whole league, and that's Noble Jorgensen with 16, 8, and 6. What the frickin' Fortnite? Alright, 3-time All-Stars. We got Sohan, Ivy, Bencaro, and Shea. 2-time All-Stars, Wagner, Duarte, Giddy, Barnes, Duren, Chrysler, Griffin, Kessler, Green, Dusamu, Mathurin, Cunningham, Mobley, and 1-time All-Stars, Bain, Ball, Achua, Sengun, Edwards, and Grimes. Now to the playoffs. And we have our playoffs set up. It's going to be an interesting playoffs. And we've got, what's the lowest seed in the playoffs? It's Sheboygan, 21 and 39. They got Joe Fulks and Trey Murphy and James Bouknight as well. So their team's all right. They're not that good, but they're not that bad. Like, let's see, how many teams missed it? 4, 5. So Anderson was the worst team. They won 9 games. They had Frank Mena, Japane, Bob Cluggish, and Kessler Edwards. I forgot to look at who was good in the draft. Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, Desmond Bain, and Emmanuel Quickly were very good. All right. Wow. Here we go to the playoffs. Game 1s. Game 2s. All right. We got 3 of the 4 series being sweeps. Cade Cunningham and Keegan Murray and Noble Jorgensen lead the Bullets to a sweep over the Sheboygan team. The Bombers win. Led by Jaden Ivey, who has a PER of 72. That's very normal, you know? Oh my god. And the Fort Wayne Pistons, led by Sengun, Edwards, and Taylor, swept their series. We got Denver, Philadelphia. It's Quentin Grimes and Jalen Duran and Herb Jones and Dyson Daniels and Shaden Sharp heading into Denver to face Desmond Bain. What will happen in this one? This is going to be a big game. Warriors by 8 still. Rooks missed it. Herb Jones the board. Scholes the steal. Rooks at the rim. Blocked by Duran. Sharp the rebound. To Daniels. Slams it home. Turnover. And that's it. The Warriors are moving on. 18 from Grimes. 16 from Daniels. 13 for Duran and Jackson. And 12 for Shaden Sharp. Wow. What is going on here? Alright. And now we got the next series. 3 sweeps here. Washington sweeps theirs. Led by Sohan, Highland, and Wagner. Boston sweeps their series. Led by Jalen Suggs. Jeremiah Robinson Earl and Connie Simmons, and Mathurin was pretty good, and Koloko as well. This team, Chicago, sweeps their series, led by Duarte, Mobley, and Shea. Wow. And we got the New York Knicks so it's Cade Cunningham versus AJ Griffin. 8-point lead. Cunningham might lose. Griffin missed it, though. Offensive rebound. Christopher shot. No good. Jorgensen, the rebound to Cunningham. Puts it in. Stolen by Jorgensen. To Cunningham again. Missed it. Garuba, the rebound. Jorgensen's got a triple-double, by the way, and Keegan Murray's got 31 and is now hurt. What the heck? He had 31 and 31 minutes. Vassell is fouled. That's one. Simmons, no. Garuba. Banchero hits both. And that's it. The Knicks are moving on, led by Paulo Banchero and A.J. Griffin. Yep, what a series for Banchero, actually. And now we got best of 3 in these series. 2 sweeps. Washington sweeps both series they're in. Wagner and Highland are the reason for that. And Boston sweeps Chicago, led by Mathurin, Suggs, and Simmons. So we got Washington and Boston looking for each for their first championships. Washington takes game 1, Boston game 2, Washington game 3, and game 4, game 5 to Boston. And game 6 goes to Washington, led by Franz Wagner. He gets his second straight MVP, a finals MVP, a championship, and his second straight semifinals MVP. Man, he's ridiculous. Nobody retires and makes the Hall of Fame. Makes sense. Nobody's retiring at this age that's going to make the Hall of Fame. And here we go to the draft. Syracuse at 1 takes John Morant. So it's now Hal Chrysler, Bob Fitzgerald, and Keon Johnson, led by, along with John Morant now. That's insane. It's ridiculous. Second pick, Zion to the Tri-Cities Blackhawks. So they now have Burns, Kessler, Weber, Brightman, Cooper, and Zion. And at 3, Tyler Hero to the Royals. It's Kuminga, Quickly, Banton, Neesmith, and now Tyler Hero. Wow. And at number 4, Sekou Doumbouya to the Indianapolis Olympians, led by LaMelo Ball, Jalen Green, Josh Primo, and now Doumbouya. And the 5th pick, the Lakers select Kobe White, who is a very good player himself. He'll now be joining Barnes, Achua, Trey Mann, Tyrese Maxey, and now Kobe White as well. The Warriors now take RJ Barrett at 6. He fell to 6. And he'll now be teaming up with Jalen Duren and Quentin Grimes. That's scary. Alright, watch out for the Warriors soon. 7, Fort Wayne takes Jackson Hayes to go along with Sengun, Edwards, and now Jackson Hayes. What a team. What a trio. Cam Reddish at number 8 to the Bullets, who now have Cunningham, Jorgensen, Murray, and Reddish. Culver goes 9 to the Knicks, Jarrett Culver. He'll join Banchero, Griffin, Garuba, Christopher, and is now Culver as well. 11th or 10th pick, Kendrick Nunn to the Celtics to go alongside Simmons, Connie Simmons, Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Suggs, Christian Koloko, and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And Darius Garland, last first-round pick. He's going to the team that just won the championship with a 50-10 record. Oh, my God. Yep. And now we're going to the free agency, where we got some pretty good players as free agents right now. Look at this. We got 4 top 10s as free agents. Evan Mobley goes from the Stags to the Knicks. Josh Giddey goes from the Bombers to the Pistons. Wow. Wait, so they now have Josh Giddey, Sengun, and Edwards. Okay, that's nothing much. Jabari Smith leaves the Stags for the Capitals. So now the Stags, all their players have just... Oh, wait, no, they disbanded. So that's why. So they won a championship, but it doesn't mean anything now as they're not a team anymore. And we're going to go to preseason and look at the ratings. So Jabari Smith now is with Wagner. So, great. This team is not going to win. Wait, what? And the Warriors are also this good, too. Look like Grimes, Desumu, Shea, and Moody. But who's on this team? The Nationals. They're not awful, but they're not good at all. Draft class this year is Doncic, Trae Young, Kevin Knox, and Marvin Bagley. And yeah, so that'll do it for today's video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.